brings. This morning, President Biden is preparing to address the United Nations General Assembly in New York City.
The gathering of world leaders comes as tensions remain high over the war in Ukraine. Jared Hill has more.
At this year's United Nations General Assembly, President Biden preparing to make a political power play on the global stage.
He has to go into this not just as the leader of the West, but as one of the powers competing for and contending for the support and allegiance of a wider set of countries.
Biden is expected to continue rallying support for Ukraine in its war with Russia. Competition with China and efforts to fight climate change also on the agenda. As over the weekend, climate protesters demanded action outside the UN. The massive gathering of world leaders is also an enormous security operation.
Their job is to discuss the future of our world, and our job is to make sure they can do it without disruption.
Authorities say they're not tracking any credible threats against the General Assembly this year, but with delegations from more than 151 countries here in New York at the same time, they're not taking any chances.
Sir, can you stick your arms out for me? Thank you.
From the ground to the skies, tens of thousands of officers have their eyes on New York City as the world watches. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.